we have something a little bit different. We're gonna make prosciutto out of this bowl of flour here. Wheat meat prosciutto. Here we go. I'm really excited because normally prosciutto takes 2 years.
This is prosciutto in 1 day, basically.
Yes!
You have to start off by making the base dough or the washed flour. So start with good water, start with good flour. And
you measured all this, so I don't have to.
This is all measured, yeah. Every flour is a little bit different. It's on the absorption. And then we're gonna mix this for like 5 to 8 minutes. We just want a smooth dough. It'll start to pull away. We might need to scrape down a little bit. You can definitely do this by hand.
I'm gonna do mine by hand.
And if it winds up too much on the mixing arm there, you just stop the mixer, scrape it down a little bit.
This is the part of like cooking and food that people got away from. This part.
Yeah. I'm good here. I've been mixing 7 minutes, so I'm good. I'm smooth, looks smooth. You got a smooth dough there.
Smooth enough, right?
Yeah, smooth enough. We're not trying to pull a window or anything like that. We just want it to be...
We just want that gluten to start to come alive and connect to each other and wake up.
All right, so from this process, we're gonna give it a rest.
First part, make dough, then rest it in water. For how long?
1 hour.
1 hour, that's enough?
That's enough.
Cold, room temp, doesn't matter.
Cold water. Fill it up with cold water. Now it's time to wash the flour or wash the dough. So we're gonna start just by washing and massaging. And basically what I'm doing is I'm getting in there and I'm kneading it in the water. It gets to be very soft and silky, the water does, from the starch. What I'm coming up with are string. As the dough is becoming separated while that starch is being washed out.
From like Garbage Patch Kids.
So you need to have a setup ready to go here. I've got a colander or something.
You're gonna strain it right now?
Yeah.
Oh, each time you're gonna strain it?
Yeah, each time we're gonna strain away the starchy water. You wanna save the water, because you can turn that starch into something else. I'm gonna dump this in here. And the reason why you're using a colander too is because it's all apart, right? So if we just dump this down the sink or whatever, you'd end up losing these little bits, and you wanna keep all of it together. Just want to get rid of most of the globules for that pure or almost pure wheat protein. You can already see it's starting to form a membrane and get stretchy.
Okay, so we have our washed gluten now. We started off with just flour, water, made a dough, rested it, washed it. So where do we go from here?
So this is the foundation. This is our base recipe. From here, we can go anywhere. We're gonna marble 2 different doughs together. They're going to be seasoned slightly different too. The white dough is going to be like the fat of the prosciutto, and we have a red dough that we made that'll be like the meaty portion. Our base dough, we washed the starch away. Grant washed most of his starch away, but there's still some starch in his. And what you can see after the resting is it becomes very, very stretchy.
Yeah, mine's just a little more tender than yours.
So well, we have to process it, and then we're gonna rest it one more time, because when we process it, we're just gonna break everything apart.
Oh, we're actually gonna like chop it all up in the processor.
We are.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna portion this, break it into smaller pieces, just so it's easier for the machine to manage. It just keeps it from spinning up on the...
Oh, you're gonna put them all in there, I see.
Yeah, some coconut oil. This has been refined, so you're not gonna get that coconut flavor. You can use any fat you want, really. But low salt, low MSG. Boom. All right, spin it up. Now we're gonna take this.
It just keeps getting better looking.
So we're gonna let this rest. So we're gonna go with our purple guy, or our red. Break it apart.
God, that texture's crazy. It feels like gack. It's like squeaky, like curds.
It's like polymer.
Yeah.
So we've got miso for umami. Got some nutritional yeast for that cheesy flavoring or seasoning. I've got a little garlic and then MSG and salt. Gonna add a little bit of liquid smoke to this. Let's go on the cap, huh? I think the recipe's about 6 grams. And a little bit of brown sugar. Smells good already right here. Get this incorporated. Give it a little help here, get that stuff down. There it is. So we've got our wheat meat prosciutto bases. This is where it starts to take shape and form, right?
All right, I believe when I see it.
You could do one big one, but it's a little bit harder to wrap and manage, so we're gonna split it into two.
So far, this is what it's supposed to look like?
Yep, it's good. We'll just kind of press this out. Go as thin as you can. You can use a rolling pin, but hands is good. Fold this over here, and then once more. We're gonna rotate. We're gonna do that one more time. And so this is gonna create those little lines of fat and whatever wheat meat.
Voila!
So we'll let that rest, and then we'll be able to form it into more of a log, and then wrap it in cheesecloth.
No more folds after that, though, huh?
No more folds.
Yeah.
You don't need to go anymore.
Wheat meat prosciutto, slice and soup. I want to take one.
All right, time to reveal. Time to see what's going on.
These are not the ones we just made, though.
They aren't. I made these yesterday. Kind of snip these.
Looks like cookie dough. It actually looks like some crazy charcuterie from here.
Let's slice it open. We'll see what we got inside.
La la la. I'm like dying to try this.
And normally what you want to do is just brush it with a little bit of oil and then hit it with a little sea salt, and then you're on your way.
Right off the bat, it feels like on my fingers like a nice piece of cheese. Or, yeah, it does have like a dried meat
Like a,
feel to it.
not like deli meat, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no joke. This is just wheat meat prosciutto. Go to ChefSteps, sign up for Studio Pass, blow people's minds by making all sorts of amazing meats out of wheat. That's good. It's good.